I'll start with saying is our invoicing product can be used with or without payment processing. So if you don't have Stripe connected or you don't really need to accept card payments online, that's perfectly fine. You can actually just go ahead and create and send invoices as you normally would here. If you do have Stripe connected, though, this just enables online payments for your invoices. But otherwise, the experience between the two is literally just the same. But with that, let me go ahead to create invoice. And you'll see that I actually already have a logo uploaded. So that's something that'll show up on there. Starting at the top, we have quite a few things that you can do here. So for starters, let's go ahead and add a new customer. And I'll just make myself the customer here. And I'll put in an address. Go ahead and save that. Now, if you're on a paid plan with Bluevine, you'll also be able to adjust the frequency here and create recurring invoices. Otherwise, you'll just see this defaulted to one time, but that's also what I'll actually stick with for now as well. I'll also keep the default invoice number, though I can, of course, change it. I'll keep send date the same, and then due date, I'll do net 30. After that, I can go ahead and set some auto reminders on this as well so that the system can go ahead and automatically just send them out on my behalf so I don't have to chase down payment on the invoice. Now, this level of customization is really just available for a Bluevine paid plan. So if you're on our standard plan, for example, you'll really just see one of these options here. I'll go ahead and save that. Now under notes, say something like, thanks for your business. And then moving down to items, I'll select an item that I already have. We'll do peonies here for 60. I'll make that quantity 4. And I'll also just create another item for tulips so you can see that as well. And then we'll make that 50, set tax rate to 7.25, which of course is optional. So it may either just not be relevant for you at all or something completely different. And I'll jot down a quick description and go ahead and save that. I also have the option of uploading an attachment if I ever want to upload a purchase order or contract or anything like that. They'll just skip that for now. You'll also see down here that I already have payment processing enabled with Stripe, as I mentioned earlier for this account. But if I didn't, you would see a connect button here instead. So I'll go ahead and click on preview now. And then I should be able to see a few different ways of sending this invoice. So the first is through email, in which case we'll go ahead and email that across to your customer on your behalf with a PDF of the invoice attached. You can also share through an invoice link as well, which allows for online payment options. A third option here is PDF if you prefer to download and share that yourself or even print it out. And the final option here is SMS if you have your customer's phone number on file and want to be able to send it that way. In this example, go ahead and just create a link so I can open it up now. Copy that, open it up, and here it is. I'll go ahead and make a payment on this as well so you can see. And I'll stick with card. Okay. And it's that easy. So going back to the invoices dashboard now, though, you'll see the invoice that I just created here, and you'll see that it did automatically just get marked as paid after I've made my payment. If it was instead paid through cash or check, for example, I can of course always just mark it paid manually if needed. But essentially, this dash lets you keep track of all of your invoices, whether they're in draft, unpaid, they're pending, overdue, or paid, as we've seen here. So you really just have total visibility into where all of your receivables stand. On top of that, you can also separately manage, add, and edit all of your customers and items through the dashboards that we have here too. So here you'll find all of your saved customer profiles, including their contact details. And then items, of course, will host your catalog of products and services. Going back up to transactions, though, you'll find both of the transactions that we just did. It should be these two right here. Looks like they were both successful as we just saw earlier. And I can see who paid, how much, and of course, the fees that are being assessed. Beyond just the successful transactions, though, I'll also find all of the unsuccessful or declined transactions too, like this one here, as well as a couple other statuses like pending, returned, refunded, disputed, and a whole bunch more. And as you start accumulating these transactions, you'll find all of your expected future and historical payouts in our balances dashboard. So once this starts populating, you'll be able to track all of your payouts and see their statuses right here. Thanks for watching.